number one pick, 26th overall is the name we've talked about. Azeez Ojulari. How excited do you think the Browns will be if he's there at 26? And what do you like about him?
I think they should be pretty darn excited. I look at the Browns' needs at the top of the list, I think, is getting a number two edge rusher opposite Myles Garrett. Obviously, Mary Kay wrote about Ojulari. You can read that story at cleveland.com. She talked earlier in the week about it. The big thing that I gain out of that is that he believes he could be about 260 pounds at his peak weight, which I think would be a great fit for a 4.3 base set. And he's got obviously long arms. I've talked before how much I like his speed and his motor. He's still got some technical things to work on, but those are things that you would expect can be improved with professional coaching.
The other thing is a younger guy, a guy that hasn't been in college for 4 years. So he would be a guy that you would expect, could grow even more.
Yeah, absolutely. And the big thing with a guy like Ojulari potentially coming in with the 26th pick, with where the defensive rotation is, we have potentially Takk McKinley, who could probably start day one this upcoming season. You probably don't need a guy to step in from day one to be a starter. I think that's kind of the luxury that the Browns have is these guys can certainly start. Some of these guys that I put in this mock draft, I think can be starters, but they don't need them to be day one starters. In the case of Ojulari, maybe can add a few pounds, maybe get into the low 250s. He weighed about 249 pounds at his pro day at Georgia. He's a guy who I think day one can really step in and be a situational pass rusher where they can start to put him in advantageous situations as he starts to learn the speed of the game. And maybe as the season goes on, he takes that starting job away from McKinley.